Crab Tendo.
What is going on, guys? DJ Av here, and I'm going to talk about the 2016 freshman class cover because everybody keeps on asking me about it, my opinions, and smash that like button if you like honesty, because I'm about to give you some brutal freaking honesty or whatever. So the word is on social media, and people always talking and shit, is the fact that everybody's like, either who are these guys, or all these dudes sound alike, and they sound like these trash ass Atlanta rappers, which brings me back to the Outkast moment at the Source Awards.
But it's like this though, I'm tired of folks, you know what I'm saying? Them closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, but the whole who is these guys, I don't know none of these guys. I think that's the dumbest thing ever, because it's like you have to grow up with them, like they have to eat dinner with you or some crap, and it makes me feel like, damn, has music got to the point to where you have to be on a reality TV show first for people to even think about listening to your music, which I feel is the dumbest shit ever, that you gotta be messy as hell on TV and have all your business out on the table for somebody to even pay you attention. That's where we're at. Stupid as fuck. But to the relevancy of this, I really kind of agree. I mean, I can't help but to think, like, who are all these guys? Now, I've heard some of these guys' music, obviously Designer, because everybody's saying that he sounds like Future, which brings me to a funny point that, hey, Future was on the cover as well at one time in 2012, and we're gonna go back to that. But Designer has had a number one record, and Panda, and you got to give credit to credit is due, regardless of how you feel. And in different eras of music in general, I don't care what you think about the 80s and say about the 80s and 90s, there was people that sound alike, and it's been like that since the history of music, or music in general, of creativity, because there's always going to be something that sounds like something. People are still getting sued to this very day for music that they put out in the 60s that everybody loved. What the fuck? But anyways, yeah, he does sound like Future though. But anyway, what I want to talk about is Lil Yachty. I mean, Lil Yachty, I've seen little clips of him on YouTube and stuff like that. I wasn't too married to his music, I guess, but the young crowd likes it. I mean, it is what it is. It's their era. So, respect that. Put some respect on that. I mean, Lil Dicky, he kind of, looking at him, looks like Weird Al Yankovic. I mean, it is what it is. He looks like he doesn't take anything seriously at all. Like, I mean, he's in a freaking robe. But that brings me to the guy right here in the middle with the purple dreadlocks. And that is Lil Uzi Vert from Philadelphia, and that sounds like Young Thug. Yes, what was my immediate thought of him was that he sounded like Young Thug. And some of his music is pretty darn good, and some of it, I just wasn't into. Just wasn't my cup of tea. The guy in the background, I could just look up there, and I guess that's Dave East. Never heard of him. Dreadlocks, never heard him. Other guy, never heard him. That brings me to the guy with the gold teeth, Kodak Black. I've heard him only because of DJ Academics, and that shows that the relevancy of satirical videos and people making fun of people have a higher weight than people's music. Hey, it is what it is. It's just modern day stuff, man. And you really have to focus on your music if you really want people to get to pay attention. It is what it is. I mean, I'm just speaking from a music producer's standpoint in general. But then that brings me to 21 Savage, which I would have to know, because he is from here. He's from Georgia, so East Atlanta, stand up. But yeah, man, like I like some of his music, and there's some music I don't like, but that's just the nature of the beast. But that brings us back to here. Again, that brings me to this point right here before I even go off. Like, this is not guaranteed. Like, just because they're on a freaking cover doesn't mean that they're gonna be the shit. I mean, are obviously designers in the best position possible, being signed to Kanye West. So, you know, that is like one of those things that's going to put him in the upper echelons already. And it has, you know, along with his talent, regardless of how you feel about his talent level. I know you feel like he sounds like a trash ass Atlanta nigga. But guess what? You know, trash ass Atlanta music has been around for quite a while, and it is pretty huge. So you're gonna have to deal with it. I mean, I know a lot of people are in their 30s just like me, and you know, they never like Southern music in general, you know. So this generation pretty much that's on this cover has listened to nothing but Southern music in general. So take heed to that. But let's go back to 2011. The reality of the situation here. Immediately you're gonna look in the middle of the cover and you're gonna see Kendrick Lamar, which is probably the most effective artist out of 2011. I mean, you have Lil B right there, but come on, man, let's be real. His satirical rap was not what it is. What it is a joke at the end of the day. No disrespect to him, because he's my homeboy and he follows me on Twitter. And, you know, we have talked about doing production and stuff like that. And I can dig it. You know, you ain't always got to be serious when you rap, you know. But then again, you know, Kendrick Lamar is very creative. He's a very creative artiste. Painting. But, you know, and then also brings me the Big Crit, which is also, he's not as big as Kendrick Lamar, but he's pretty relevant in the southeastern region and whatnot. And, you know, he has an appeal of like an old school UGK and with a modern type sound, you know, and he has that fan base, but he's grinded his ass off for that. Meek Mill, I mean, he's on this cover and he's still relevant to this day, regardless of how people say he's taking L's every moment or whatnot. Man, he is not like his music is bad. It might not be 100% appealing to all the Drake stands out there, but his music is good enough for him to be relevant now. And then you got Diggy Simmons down there. Anyways, but then you have the yin and the yang when I'm going down to my boy YG, where, you know, he's representing something that hasn't been around in Bompton or whatnot, and brought it worldwide. And you know that he's needed for the music industry, man. It's like you have to have like some of the good with the bad, otherwise you would think everything is hunky dory, and it's not. You know, regardless of the blurred lines that people kind of sit between when it comes to music. And then you have Mac Miller, which is culturally relevant for his audience or whatnot. I mean, I feel that he has a good amount of star power to where he was in films, and you know, from the films, that's why I listen to his music. And hey, his music's not that bad. It's not bad at all. And you know, unnotably enough, Freddie Godson is in the back. He shouldn't be, but that one all the way in the back, which I don't even know his name, and I can look down there, and I guess that's a little twist, maybe. Yeah, yeah, he's in the right position. But Freddie Godson is dope. But yeah, I mean, you know, even in the 2015, you know, you have Fetty Wap, which obviously is going to be around for a minute. I mean, I don't see him going anywhere soon. I mean, but yeah, he's had his records and stuff like that. I didn't like Trap Queen. I wasn't even the type of person that I heard people that was like, man, you're right, this record is trash. And then they seconds later or whatever, Kanye gets on it. Oh man, this record is hot, man. You's a hater. I still don't like that record. My Way, though, I do like that record from Fetty Wap, and it's no surprise that he's the biggest of this class. Again, then that Loaf had a huge record that's bigger than her and in general as her as an artist. But that doesn't mean that she hasn't did any more relevant records. It's just that Try Me was a dope ass record. Vince Staples to me is the shining star of this whole entire cover. But you know, again, I don't know what's up. But you know, we'll hear from him later or so. I believe. I think it's gonna take him time. Tink, where are you? Shy Gleazy, I only heard of him because of DJ Academics. The OG Mako, I heard of him because he had a song that affected everybody, including in Korea, where they had the ninja rap or whatever it was called or whatnot at Highlight Records in Korea. And you know, I feel that his social media presence is bigger than his music, but that doesn't make him a less talented artist. K Camp is probably the modern day Noriega, and you know, Nori, it's funny enough because Vince Staples and Nore had exchanged words, but yeah. Yeah, man, I mean, K Camp has those records that are club ready and whatnot. It might not be sustainable, but he's there. And going, you know, and that brings me back to here, man. I mean, again, you know, Roscoe Dash shouldn't have been on this cover because, you know, he had records back in 2010 that was huge. Future obviously is the biggest of them all on this cover, regardless of French Montana donkey fucking Khloe Kardashian. I mean, you know, that is a bigger accolade than his music, to be quite honest, in my opinion. Kid Ink's in the back. Hi, Kid Ink. Mac Miller, Macklemore, which is pretty dope, man. Regardless of all the hate that he gets, he's a very dope artist. And Machine Gun Kelly. And then we have Hopskin, which is ironically trying to smash Iggy Azalea head with a brick. And you know, Iggy Azalea has a cultural relevance to music as well, regardless if you don't like her or not. I think that her music is good for the culture, and it shows where the cultural growth is, you know, regardless of how people feel about it. Yeah, so yeah, Roscoe, I don't. But anyways, yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. What is your opinions about, you know, the 2016 cover, man? Just let me know in the comment section, man. Who do you feel is gonna shine? You know, just let me know. You know, I'm DJ McCree, and I appreciate everybody for your time. And don't forget to subscribe. You know, I have plenty of other videos like this in my playlist. You know, let me know if you want more stuff like this. I am out of here. Later.